Hey, Motor Warriors. Today is February 11th, and man, what a beautiful day today. It was 68 degrees, so I had to jump on my bike and go for a ride, and I saw quite a few bikes out today, but, like I said, 68 degrees, who's not going to be, out riding? But most of the footage on this video, I had issues with the sound and the camera wouldn't come on and all that stuff. So I just used some of the parts that did record, and I'm just going to use it. I'm just going to overdub it. I'm going to post with this when I change the sprocket. I have a 2008 Honda Shadow Spirit. That's kind of like my fly through the twisties type bike. Don't ride it as much as I ride my other bike, but I had to replace the sprocket on it, and I made it a shorter tooth, or lower number tooth sprocket. I went from it was like 41 or 42 down to a 39. And for people who have that bike, and you know how you hit top gear and you feel like you still need to shift, well, if you put in a lower tooth sprocket, it stops that feeling for the most part, and now it rides a whole lot better. So I thought I'd just add this.
Well, gonna try and change my chain in my rear and front sprocket. It comes with the 42 tooth, and I'm going to change it to a 39 and see if that makes me feel like it, see if it runs like I don't have to feel like I'm looking for a sixth gear that doesn't exist. But I've already taken off the front sprocket cover. This is really bad here. And the chain cover, loosened up my tires and adjusted my little adjustment screws and bolts. You can see the chain sagging down after I've done that. And on the back of your brake lever here, if it'll autofocus here, there's a little nut that I took off, and below that you can see down here there was a bolt that went through there, and I've already taken that off. This was a decision to try and video this after I'd already started taking it apart. Okay, the bolt that comes through here for the axle, you can see I already see that I started driving it through. What you need to do is, when it's on the other side here, it'd be coming out. I need to stand for this. It'd be coming out here, and then I just took a rubber mallet and tapped it until it came through the other end. And it's hard to do this, and I don't have my stand out here with me, so I'm just gonna lift it up and pull that axle bolt out. And I knew the chain was old and needing replaced and replacing, and I figured the sprockets did too. But if you look at how worn these teeth are, I don't know if you can pick this up on the video, but look at that. Now I know why my chain was wearing out real fast and rattling. Yeah, it's surprising that it actually didn't totally bust up that sprocket. Yeah, it was definitely time to replace the sprocket. I'll take all these bolts off here, these 5 bolts, and replace the sprocket. Put the 39 tooth sprocket in there, and we'll come back to the video. When you get the back tire off and you're going to take off the sprocket, you'll want to gently pull off this cover here that has your brake pads in it. Otherwise, if you lay that face down, it won't lay flat and it'll scratch up your chrome really bad. So slide that off, and then that way you can lay it on this side, and and go ahead, and then you'll need to break these. Probably use a breaker bar. That's what I had to do to loosen them up. And now I'm just going to go ahead and remove these 5 bolts here, breaking them free. These Loctite on there, it was really tough to get off. So I'm going to go ahead and, now that I've got them broke free, I'm just going to take them all the way off and pick up the video another time so you don't have to watch the entire thing. And hopefully they line up. They should. And ooh, there we go. Okay, got it down there. I'm just gonna go ahead and take my nuts and put a little Loctite on here and then tighten them down. I don't have anybody to hold the camera and I can't find my stand, so we're doing this in segments, but it should be enough to give you an idea of how to change these things. But you can see I kind of cleaned it up a little bit. It was looking pretty bad. But got everything put back on here on this side, and this is the new sprocket that I put on the 39 tooth. Hopefully that'll run a little bit easier for me and not feel so much like you need to shift into another gear that's not there. For those of you that have this bike, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I also put in a new front sprocket. It's hard to see how much grime actually accumulates underneath there. I scraped out a bunch of it, but these things get pretty grimy underneath there. And put everything back on. And now I just need to put on the chain, but like I said, not sure where my tripod is, and I don't have anybody here right now to help me hold the camera.
Remember, live your life with the heart of a Viking warrior. And thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all.